Getting back with you people. This was last year's draft. And this is what they did. They got Zeke. That was a good pickup. And then they traded Jalen for Jalen's backup, a third round pick. I'm not going to say Jalen was a bad pick or good pick, but we probably could have got Jalen in the third round, but we gave up our third round, and that could have been a defensive tackle or a wide receiver. I'm always big at the skill positions. And Malik, third round, Malik Collins. And we gave up a fourth round to trade. We gave up one of our fourth round to trade up for Malik Collins. And you see what they're doing? They're not staying pat and they're not getting depth. They're giving up draft picks. Do you see this? Along with Malik Collins, they could have got in round two. I'm sorry, go back to Jalen real quick. A defensive tackle or a ready to go linebacker for that, or left tackle. But I should have said defensive tackle. On the third round, go down to Malik Collins. They got that, but they gave up a fourth round. They're not staying pat. And Charles Chapper's not on the field, and Malik is okay, but he's not a stud in the middle. And my point is what I'm getting there. Everything else is panning out. Dak is panning out right with him. Frazier is panning out with him. Went back to pause there. And Rico Gathers will pan out. He seemed to come back and get better working out. But yeah, I remember that pick with Escobar. They came back to hunt us, didn't they? Remember we gave up third round pick, trade up for the second round, and thought we was going to replace Jalen, and that was in 2015, and that bit the shit out of us. You see how the scouting is shitty, and their drafting is shitty. They only pick one or two good players that can be stars. They're not worried about nothing else. And coming over here to my board, this is for 2008, 18. I'm sorry, draft pick. Our first pick needed to be a wide receiver. As you saw in the previous year, as you saw Dez reclining throughout his time, he got his contract and he has been none and void. He has been nowhere to be found now. And he started having those injuries a couple years ago. And you see what they didn't do? They wasn't revamping their receiver core. And they came with Williams and Butler, and nobody was young on their team. You see how they catches up with you? And you see Dak has nobody to throw to, and nobody will catch the ball. Terry Williams, he does not catch the ball, folks, with his hands. It is terrible, insane. Dak will get killed out there. And you saw that last night. Dak is getting killed. Nobody throw the ball to. Number 2 pick, middle linebacker. Sean Lee is not even around. He's not even in sight. This has been going on for a couple years. Remember they had these problems last year? They kept going with Hitchings. They kept going with that Wilson boy. It has been a complete disaster at the linebacker core. And number 3 pick, defensive tackle. We cannot stop the run. We cannot get pressure in the middle of the field. We don't have that position. As you saw last night, people, as you see for the last couple of games and throughout the season, we can't stop the run. We can't. My mama can hit them hoes faster than and get through them hoes. And you know what? I'm gonna stop. being negative. That was just negative there, but I have to learn how to look at this team as a better perspective. They're young. Their secondary is young now. And why not get them young up front with defensive tackle? Third pick. Middle linebacker. I'm sorry. Linebacker. He is outside or inside. Another linebacker. Can never have enough linebackers. But we need somebody that can fly to the ball and tackle. These guys do not tackle. Be coming at you with some faces and some names. Check out the college game right now, y'all. In these bowl games, check out these guys in these bowl games and throughout before the season ends. And that's coming up. They're gonna stand out. These guys in the bowl games that you're gonna see coming up here, they're flying to the ball and they're getting pressure. While receiver in the first pick, middle linebacker in the second pick, defensive tackle in the third pick, linebacker in the fourth pick. Then whatever else falls after that. Maybe they got 10 picks or whoever, what's going on here. These are my picks. Because, hey, hit the subscribe button. Been going back and I'll be checking out these old draft picks. Everybody's that's bridge under the water. That's why we are in the situation we are now. Because the drafts have been garbage. And Jerry has been the chief and the chief, the GM and the owner of saying so on the players. Go yay or nay. And you guys chime in, hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think. What are your picks? Who do you want? You know, this year might be a wrap. It's hard. It's hard to say. I love my Cowboys, but we have looked trashed. And we have, you know what? I kept saying this to myself and some other friends. We got old while the offensive line got young in receiver core. Our receiver core got old, the line got young, and now you see what's happening. The defensive tackle has never been addressed. The middle linebacker situation has never been addressed constantly. Because we got injuries left and right. Left and right. So, it all starts in the draft. And they have ignored this team needs from the year before, and the year before, and the year before on defense. And they traded away picks instead of staying. No, they got a problem with staying pat. Jerry has a problem with staying pat and staying focused, and he needs to be out of the draft room and the other room. I don't give a damn what if he go in the other room or downstairs in the lobby somewhere. Watch the draft. He needs to be out of the draft room. This is your boy Feeding JP hollering at you. And you saw my picks of what I wanted. What do you want? Because this year is starting to be a wrap. This is wrapping up like presents. And players have lost faith in Garrett, Linehan, and McNally. I had high hopes beginning of the training camp, but I was like, wait a minute. They kept showing all these spectacular catches with Dez and doing this and clowning and clowning. Look, we are old and nobody is catching the ball. You might want to hang all those glory days up with Terrence Williams and Dez and all that. That's gone. That's gone. We have no speed. We got old fast. We got no speed, people, on the skill position. Running back, wide receivers. Or do you think we should go with a running back in the first round or the second round? We have no depth. But those are my picks. Let me know. Or do we need a tight end in the first round? Because we are struggling in the middle of the field. And Jason's done. Chime in, let me know. Your boy feeling JP. Hit the subscribe button. Don't be shy. Holler at me. It's been a miserable season, but I'm not going to say we out of it, but it's looking that way. And just try to find something else to do with your time, with your kids. Be constructive. You can watch the rest of the season out, but just know your team has tried their best, but now they done given up on Jason because this is a young team. This is a young team, but the defense is young, but the offense is old. You understand, people? They're old. They got their money. They don't need to play anymore. They don't need to play hard anymore. When they get their money, they don't need to play hard. They don't need to do nothing but show up at the games and get paid, and that's it. You see how it works? You get paid, and you don't want to play for. You don't have to play for anything anymore. No playoffs, no Super Bowls, nothing. When you get paid. I'll let your boy. Peace. Love you. God bless.